Hi, I'm Dr. Annie Savage. I'm a naturopathic doctor. By the end of today's video, I want you to understand how your hormones might be leading to acne and what you can do about it. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell for notifications so you know when we have new videos coming out every single week. In last week's video, we discussed the foods that could be leading to acne for you. In this week's video, we want to talk about the hormonal changes that can be leading to acne. Hormonal acne typically begins or pops up right before your period or with your period. It's most often on the cheeks and chin, and it can be cystic or that type of acne that's more painful and under the skin. We can also see acne around ovulation because our testosterone is highest at ovulation time. So there's 2 times of the month in the middle of your cycle around ovulation or the end right near your period that you might see this hormonal acne. The reason that happens is right before our period, those hormones all take a big decrease. That hormonal change can lead to the acne. It can also lead to PMS. So if you missed our video on PMS, go back and watch that one and learn how you don't have to have PMS anymore because we will balance your hormones for you. It is often the imbalance between estrogen and progesterone that leads to acne right before the period. So both of those hormones begin to decrease, and that's why we actually get our period. But what can happen is the estrogen can be much higher than progesterone, causing this imbalance that leads to that hormonal type of acne. So how are we going to treat that? We're going to balance your hormones. Comment below if you're suffering from hormonal acne. For some people, this comes and goes. So they may have had this type of acne when they were younger, and then say in their early 20s, it completely goes away. But then for some reason, it comes back in their 30s. We see this quite often. So let us know what's going on with you. So you might be thinking, why is my estrogen higher than my progesterone? And there are lots of different ways how this can happen. We'll start with the external ones, and then we'll talk about the internal ones. So we can see that estrogen gets elevated from our environment. So the environmental pollutants, the plastic, the phthalates, the fragrances we use, the topical products like makeup, lotion, hair products, all of these can contain chemicals that actually act like estrogen in our body. So it's a fake picture, but it's still creating the feeling or image in our body that there's too much estrogen in there, and that's how our body will act. Some of the things that we can relatively easily change would be our plastics. So styrofoam containers, plastic water bottles, plastic to-go containers, your Tupperware, all of that is potentially leaking chemicals into your food or whatever you've kept in that container, and it's changing your estrogen profile. These can be estrogen mimickers or estrogen disruptors, but either way, they're affecting the estrogen in our body. So if you are able to change into the stainless steel water bottle or glass water bottle, glass containers, avoid takeout containers at all, that will help mitigate how much estrogen we have that is being swayed by our external environment. Something that's really alarming is that there is a stat that women put on 5 pounds of toxins a year into the system. And that would be from perfume, any type of fragrances, all the makeup products, self-tanner, lotions, hair products. So one way that we can try to mitigate these is by using cleaner products. So not using scent at all would be an option, or using natural scents. There is a website called ewg.org where you can actually input your product, and it'll tell you on a scale of 1 to 10 how toxic it is. So it'll give you kind of a green light for products that are okay, a yellow light for things that you should maybe question, and then a red symbol that is probably don't use this product because it's very high in those estrogen mimickers or disruptors. Stress can also be another cause of unbalanced hormones. So when we are stressed out, any type of stress, whether it's perceived stress that you're just thinking about or an actual physical stress that's taking place in your environment, it's affecting our hormones. And that's a huge problem because we stress a lot in North America. Cortisol is our stress hormone. And when we're under a lot of stress, perceived or real, cortisol is elevated. What happens when we have elevated cortisol for a long period of time is that it begins to affect all of our other hormones. We need to remember that everything inside our body is happening together. So we can't really just talk about estrogen and progesterone without considering all the other hormones in our system. So when cortisol gets high for a long period of time, we start to make less progesterone. So that can lead to that elevated estrogen compared to your progesterone. Another hormonal cause for acne would be elevated testosterone. So we can see elevated testosterone in women and men. In women, it looks like a PCOS type of picture. If you watched our video on birth control and how it works, you know that birth control is one of the treatments for hormonal acne. Because testosterone is too high and it's leading to acne, sometimes people are prescribed birth control pill, which we know lowers testosterone and therefore heals acne. As a side effect, it does steal your libido as well, so there is a little bit of a trade-off. If you've been following along with us and watching your videos, I'm sure you know I'm about to tell you that the treatment for this is to balance your hormones. We can balance your hormones naturally, starting with your diet and lifestyle. And then if we need to, we can do other things like herbs and supplements. But beginning with diet and lifestyle is a great starting place. We can balance our hormones with seed cycling, which I'll put a link below so you can download that guide. That is taking seeds into your diet that are specific to the hormonal profile of that time of the month. So it's pretty simple, but I'll put the directions below. We also want to support proper digestion. So increasing your brassica vegetables, those stinky vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, bok choy, those are all going to support your liver and increase your fiber to make sure that you're having a bowel movement every day. Also, you need to drink enough water. So at least 2 liters of water per day will help flush your system and get everything moving. We also want to remove the most common food allergens. Most commonly, dairy, gluten, and eggs come up. When we remove those, we can see the skin clear up. Most importantly with that, we actually want to heal up your digestive system so that you can eat all your foods again. We don't want to take your foods away. You can follow our 21-day cleanse, which will help you balance your hormones and improve your digestion, and you'll see that your acne will heal up as well. So like this video, subscribe to our channel, click the bell for notifications on a new video every week, and we'll put some links below for that seed cycling guide and a 21-day cleanse so you can start your healing journey now.